What is going on, fellas? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. I have a few clips we're going to be going over today. The first one is about a woman who is in college and she got kicked out of her dorm because she was getting back blown out by several different dudes after curfew. That's an interesting story we'll dive into and dissect and see what's going on there. And then another story about a woman who is going to guarantee that she can manifest your ex back into your life. However, she is completely anonymous and is completely AI generated. So we're going to watch that as well. If you could hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hey, how's it going? My name's Rat Boy. Let's do it.
So welcome to the worst week of my life. Oh. So I'm a college student and I live in the dorms. So this week I'd been doing great. I'm 2 weeks ahead of my schoolwork. Like, I'm really on top of my stuff right now.
Just go ahead and say that I watched this beforehand. I went ahead and watched through this entire clip, and this clip could have been shortened down to about maybe 30 seconds. It's a 2 minutes and 45-second clip, but we're gonna watch through it because it's very interesting how probably 90% of the stuff she says has nothing to do with what she's actually talking about. Let's continue.
So I live in the dorms and there's rules that need to be followed. And one of those rules is no visitors past 10 o'clock. I sleep in a room alone, and so my boyfriend spends most of his nights here. Last semester, I got in trouble for having 2 boys in my room after hours, and I was placed on probation and told that I wasn't allowed to have any visitors.
Whoa, 2 boys in your room? What does that mean? She just said she has a boyfriend, but she was caught with 2 boys in her room. That's very interesting. She doesn't elaborate on this, by the way. It's just kind of something she just brings up passively in this instance, so I'm really not sure what it means. But it is very interesting that she was first initially caught with a bunch of random dudes in her room past 10 o'clock, which, look, if you're hanging out in a girl's dorm past 10 o'clock, I mean, you know what these guys are trying to do. This isn't study hour, okay? They're there for a very specific reason.
Okay. My dumbass broke that rule, and I had my boyfriend here. I've been at school for a week. Keep that in mind. I've been at school for a week. And yesterday, one of the girls on my soccer team got into a fight with her boyfriend outside of the dorms, and the on-campus police saw it, and they ended up checking the cameras, and they saw my boyfriend leave at...
They had cameras? Okay, so this place is completely... There's cameras everywhere. They got this place on lockdown. After 10 o'clock, you got the curfews, you got the rules, you got the cameras pointing every which way direction, pointing up your ass. And now, what are you thinking? What are you doing? This is completely insane that you would put your... Which, I mean, you know, say what you will about college, I guess, but you're going to put your housing on the line for some random dude. Well, your boyfriend, but not, you know, the other 2 dudes that were in your bar. You know, who knows how many men were coming in and out of this dorm room. I kind of think she said boyfriend, quote unquote. I think it just means that there's just like a random rotation of dudes. Because, you know, the first night she was only been at school for a week. The first night she was caught with 2 dudes, got written up. The second night she was caught with her boyfriend, got written up. There's just a lot of weird stuff going on here.
7 o'clock this morning. I was then called into the office. We talked about the situation, and then he brought up how I have a disciplinary action and I'm on probation from last semester, and informed me that I would most likely be removed from the residence hall.
As you should.
I went back in about 2 hours ago and spoke to him again. He informed me that I have until Sunday to move completely out of the dorms. I have nowhere to go. I live 2 hours away from here. I have in-person classes. I get it. I broke the rules. I understand that. Let me pay a fine. Let me do something else. Do not kick my ass out on the fucking street. What am I supposed to do? Live in a hotel until I can find an apartment? Sleep in my car? You gave me 2 days. Two days on a weekend to find somewhere to live for the next 3 months. And like, oh, you can appeal it. The likelihood that they accept my appeal is very fucking slim. And you're just gonna kick me out. I have nowhere to go. Yeah. Love you all. Bye.
You deserve to be kicked out of school. You broke the rules last semester. You start this semester. You start breaking rules the first week of school. You're having random men basically in and out of your dorm like a goddamn Taco Bell drive-through. Like, come on. What are you doing? You're not concentrating on schoolwork. You say you're 2 weeks ahead of schedule with all your work. What are you doing? There is no accountability here. Oh yeah, and she's just gonna pay a fine. Why? So Rich Daddy can make everything better. You know what? This really pisses me off because nothing says, oh well, I'll just pay a fine. Well then, if you can pay a fine and able to break the rules, then that means that those rules are only made for poor people. That's basically what it means. It's like a speeding ticket. You pay the fine. Well, that just means that if you're poor, you can't speed. You'll get no sympathy from me. I really do not care. I guess you'll have to commute. You're commuting 2 hours every day, there and back, to go to school now. How does it feel? Or living in a hotel, like you said. Maybe daddy will pay for that. This is complete. This is a majority of women, by the way. This is how they think. They think, oh, they can break the rules. Everything will be fine. Everything is not going to be fine. You got to follow the rules. Everybody has to follow the rules. These women think that the world revolves around them, and it couldn't be further from the truth. She couldn't manipulate her way into the whoever, the administration's good graces, like she's always done. She probably did it every day back in high school. She broke all the rules in high school, and she thought she could just do it here. Well, it ain't gonna happen. Complete lunacy.
Do you want to manifest your ex back? No judgment here. I've done it too, and here's exactly how I did it. And this genuinely works because energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. So we are playing with energy here. Step 1, no contact. Go into no contact immediately, if you haven't already, and stop spamming them with messages. Literally go completely silent. Take all the energy that you were once pouring into them and bring it back to yourself. Trust me, the difference in energy will be night and day. All relationships in your life are energetic exchanges. Yes, your friendships, relationships, even your family relationships. When you stop chasing, they feel the energetic shift, which creates space for them to miss you. Step 2, call back your energy. All that love and attention you were once giving them, pour it back into yourself. And don't do this because you want them back. Do this for yourself. The reason being is because everyone is you pushed out. The reason why you like certain people.
You're literally doing all this because you want your ex back, though. So the idea that you're saying, oh yeah, don't do this because you want this dude back in your life. This is why you're doing all this stuff. You're not blocking him because you don't want him. You're blocking him because you hope that he'll come back to you. What type of lunacy, insanity is this? This is why you just need to get rid of these types of women. Okay, a lot of these women are still hung up on their ex. They will block their ex. They will stop chatting with them. They will delete their number, all in the hopes that the energy will get returned back to them and that ex will come back into their life. That's why whenever these exes do end up trying to reconnect for a quick, just to like blow their back out one random weekday night, that's why these women always do it. They always go back because they think it's going to be different. They think, oh, they can finally get their ex back, but no, he's just, trying to hide the sausage.
And you like aspects of them is actually because you like what they're reflecting back to you. For example, if you are confident and you love yourself, you can see another girl and recognize another baddie that also loves and respects herself. So the moment you stop putting this person on a pedestal, you can truly see for yourself if this person really is as magical and grand as you once thought they were, or it was just your own projections being pushed outward onto this person. And that goes into step 3, practicing detachment. Stop stalking their social media. If you catch yourself spiraling, this is normal. I'm not judging you here. Literally go outside and touch some grass. This is grounding. Touching grass is not like an insult. It really is something that people should be normalizing in their day-to-day life a lot more. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about loving yourself so much and caring about yourself so much that you're at peace whether or not they come back. And don't do this because you want them back. Do this for yourself. Detachment frees you from desperation, which is also...
You're literally doing all this stuff because you want that dude back, though. This is why you're doing all this. And this guy does not care. These men do not care. They break up with these women. Then they are chilling by themselves. Maybe they'll entertain a few women here or there. They'll play some Call of Duty. They really do not care. The only time these men will reach back out to women like this is, like I said, just to, for the nighttime visit, for the random 2 a.m. knock on the door and, hello, I'm back. Oh, my pants are off. How'd that happen? Yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times.
So in energy, we're playing with energy here. Remember? When you are no longer obsessed, people can feel that. It's like physics, like if you're constantly chasing something, the only thing that they can do is go the other way. Desperation repels, but confidence attracts. Detach to attract. Step 4, trust the process. This is the hardest part sometimes, because this is the part where detachment also comes into play, because you have to truly accept that they might not ever come back in your life. But you love yourself so much that you're going to be good. Also, trusting the process means that it could be weeks, or it could be months, or it could be years before you ever hear from them again. Or again, you might never ever hear from them. Sometimes it's better that way, because when you evolve and grow by loving yourself, sometimes you realize that it's silly to even want this person back in the first place. But if you really want them back and you're here, you've made it this far, they probably are someone that you care about and you want back in your life, so let's continue. Always believe that no contact works in your favor.
I love these manifestation coaches because all of them say kind of the same thing. And in this sort of situation, they say, oh, it could take days, it could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years, or it might not happen at all. Imagine if you go get your brakes changed. Like you go to the mechanic, he's like, hey, I need some new brakes. And you can do your brakes, you can do disc brakes, but your car has drum brakes and you really don't want to. If you ever done drum brakes, you know what I'm talking about. So you're going to pay the $50 to get the drum brakes done. You pull up there, you're getting your drum brakes done, and after the drum brakes done, the mechanic kind of waves you down, like, hey, wait a minute, I gotta tell you something. These brakes are either gonna last you a day, a week, a month, a year, or they may never work at all. Imagine if that happened in real life. This is the only situation where you can do something purposefully, like this manifestation, anonymous AI generated manifestation coach is saying, and it just may not happen at all. Good try though. And don't forget to buy the $99 a month course, because this is good information she's giving you.
It actually speeds up a lot of things that you need to grow through yourself to evolve into the next chapter, to prepare yourself for reconciliation, reunion, whatever you want to call it. Step 5, what to do when they do come back. Leave the past where it belongs. You have a new opportunity to start fresh. Do so. Whatever issues that caused you guys to go into no contact or separate to begin with, that no longer exists in your current reality now. You are both new and transformed people now. You have to start fresh. Manifesting your ex back isn't just about them, it's about you. Love yourself so deeply that whether they return or not, you're gonna thrive either way. That's how you truly attract love that's truly meant for you. This is my first ever long-form content on this page, and TikTok is apparently going to be shut down soon. I really hope not. I have a good feeling.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the last part. I'm going to go ahead and stop this person from talking. I honestly think it's just some random dude wearing a wig doing a voice changer, but that's just my opinion. It's an assumption. Allegedly, it's a random dude in a wig. It might be a woman. I don't know. I'm not going to dive too deep into who or what this person is. But this is very interesting content, because a lot of women actually produce this type of content for other women to see. This manifestation content where, oh, you're going to block him, you're going to decenter him, you're going to make sure that he's not any part of your life, but secretly you're going to always want to be him. And you're going to entertain men in between the process here. You're going to have other boyfriends you're going to be shacking up with or whatever. You're going to be getting your back blown out random nights of the week. And you could be in a 10-year marriage, and this boyfriend could manifest himself to you, and it'll be like fate. And then you will leave your marriage for this man that you broke up with 10 years prior, and you did it for a reason, but for some reason you just wanted to manifest him back in your life. But don't worry, because you're not doing it for him. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the energy for yourself.
This is how you go from feeling ignored by your specific person to him choosing you and only you. And now you feel like you're not important to your specific person, and you feel like you're the one chasing him and he's not choosing you. You've been doing everything to get his attention, and you've been affirming he chooses me and only me. But then at the same time, when you don't see that being reflected, you've been analyzing your past interactions, wondering, where it went wrong and wondering why he doesn't want you. And here's the thing, you're in your masculine energy, you're overdoing, overgiving, and you're trying to make him choose you. And that's the problem, because that's gonna create more lack for you in your reality, because every time you do, you notice that you still don't have what you want.
Can we just come to a decision here? Can we all collectively agree? I know the women aren't going to agree because they love them so much. They love these things so much, and I just can't stand them. A lot of men cannot stand them, but can we get rid of the caterpillar eyelashes, please? The huge eyelashes that look like they're infected and it's like a growth on the eyelid. I mean, can we just go back to natural eyelashes? Can we all just collectively agree to do that? Hit like on this video if you like natural eyelashes. And if you don't like natural eyelashes, leave a comment, and in that comment, explain why. Thank you so much. Like and share.
You notice that he still doesn't choose you, and that's gonna create more separation between you and him. For as long as you're in your masculine energy, he cannot choose you. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get out of that masculine energy by you shifting what's going on underneath the surface, aka within the subconscious mind, because as you know, it's that part of your brain, the subconscious, that is responsible for creating your reality. It's running the show. It's causing you to show up a specific way that is in accordance with your belief system. And so right now, you being in your masculine energy is just a sign that you don't believe that you are the chosen one. When you're asking yourself, why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't he choose me? What do I need to do? How do
Well, he doesn't want you, and he's not choosing you probably because you're a loony bin. He's probably watching these videos on your TikTok and be like, what the hell did I get myself wrapped up into? She's talking about energy and masculinity and stuff. Men don't care about this type of shit. Come on now. Men are more common sense creatures. We're logical creatures. This whole manifestation energy, and then you got to repel what you want to attract. And so honestly, the man just doesn't like you. Okay. He doesn't like your eyelashes. He doesn't like your injections. You got a weird forehead and eyebrows. Like there could be a million reasons why this man doesn't like you. But the fact of the matter is that he doesn't like you, and it has nothing to do with manifestation energy or anything like that. Because all that's bullshit when you come to think about it.
Do I need to behave around him? Like, what do I need to say to make him choose me? That's you in your masculine energy, and that's a sign that there's a belief playing out, the belief of I am not chosen. Because it's not your conscious thoughts that are creating your reality, it's your subconscious beliefs. And when we shift this belief so that you go from feeling like, why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't he choose me? To I am always the chosen one. Like without a shadow of a doubt, you will know it deep within. That's when he will choose you, and only you.
He's just gonna ignore you. He's gonna call you up, and you're gonna meet him at 1:36 a.m. and he's gonna hit it raw, and then he's gonna leave. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna choose you for a night, and then he's gonna leave again. Do you know why? Because it's women like this. For men like that, these types of women only offer them one thing that is valuable to them, and they choose to take advantage of that. They might tell these women whatever they want, like they are perfect for each other, they are soulmates, twin flames, you name it. These men will regurgitate whatever they want to, but ultimately they don't care. But these women will ruin relationships. They will leave their husbands, they will give up their kids, they will break their house to get with these men that they have been manifesting for 15 years that have never gave them a chance. Okay, we are back again with one of my favorite subreddits here, Dating Over 30. I have a quick story here. It's not too bad. And this one is, would you be flattered or weirded out? I'm 37 female. Today at work, one of my close co-workers casually drops in conversation that his brother is single. I marinate on it for 3 hours and ask him to tell me more about his brother. In perfect little brother fashion, says he's taller than me, fatter than me, and more of an asshole. Naturally, I'm intrigued. After work, I sent my coworker a few good pics of myself and asked him to send the pics to see if his brother was comfortable exchanging numbers. He sent the message, so now I'm waiting. My question is, if your brother or friend approached you and said, this woman is interested in getting your number, how would that land with you? I have absolutely no problem with this. I think a lot of guys will agree. This used to be the old school way of meeting people. You would network, exchange numbers. My son's looking for a woman, you know, my niece is looking for a husband, you know, and they would, you know, my granddaughter is looking for a nice guy, and they will exchange information, exchange numbers, exchange pictures, talk about, and, you know, a lot of times they will get set up like this. Now, in this situation, you got a coworker setting up his brother with a woman that they work with. Me personally, I don't know if I would be comfortable like sort of mixing family and professional situations. A lot of people work in great companies and there's no issue there. So that's only one thing to look out for. But ultimately, I think this is a good idea. I think stuff like this is a lot better than like online dating or the random dating, quick dating, speed dating type things. Men don't go to those anyways. So yeah, this is actually a good idea, in my opinion. I think this could actually work out. I think more people need to do this. You see a single man, you see a single woman, say, hey, look, my cousin's single. Here's his number. I don't see why not. Two people get to know each other. And if it doesn't work out, at least, you know, they can be friends or whatever. With dating apps, there's always this assumption that a lot of men on there are just looking for the hookups, and a lot of women on there are just looking for free food and a free night out and free validation. But let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. Like the video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe if you're new here, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.